Hey y'all, good evening. It's High Priestess Jamila. So, before I get some iced coffee and I've got to go out here and commune with nature in a few minutes here, I wanted to come and talk about something seriously. And this is one of the reasons why I believe that there should be some kind of education that should be given to readers. Number one, education awareness, um, and I think that there should be certain rules that people should follow in ethics. Okay, when it comes to doing these readings, first of all, I don't have a goal of like reading celebrities or reading stuff in the news because my goal is not to get as many views as possible. In fact, that's not how I used to get views on any of my channels at all. I would just do readings for the zodiac signs. And I, as a company, while I do welcome celebrities and, well known people, it is my goal and mission to help common folk. Okay, that's something that I really enjoy doing, especially when it comes to people uh, that need certain spiritual help, quality spiritual help from someone that knows what they're doing. Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about why I don't read deaths in the news because I can see something so clearly. There was this one case of this lady, like I could see her at the bottom of the lake. They still have not found her body. My spirits decided, listen, you're already dealing with necromancy for your clients. Let's gear away from that. They're like, you don't have to do that. Even though it's interesting, it's very interesting. And yes, it will prove, I guess it's proof that you are an authentic reader. Okay. Like, for example, if somebody's missing and a reader comes on here and says, hey, I see them at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, and they find that person at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, then, but I've already been proven as a reader. I don't have to keep proving myself. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, so I don't need to do that. This is why I don't read deaths anymore. I don't. And I think that when I stopped, it stopped with the Gabby Petito case. It did. If you are a reader, you have to be so very careful. You have to be very, very, very careful because you just never know who is watching you, and you can end up in like this spiritual war with this person that you're reading, either the person that murdered them, the family of the person that murdered them. uh you could end up with in a spiritual war with that actual spirit because technically you have to get permission from these spirits to just be reading them, right? That's why as readers, we're supposed to be ethical when it comes to our gifts. Technically, when we read a person, we are not, unless it could directly be a detriment to the person that you're reading for, not supposed to pry into other people's lives. Okay, and that's the truth. When you read somebody spiritually, you're reading them. If you're reading somebody and there's somebody that's trying to come into that person's spirit and invade them, of course we have the right to inform them of that. But to just be reading somebody, no, you have to have you have to have permission to do that from that person, even if it's a spirit. You shouldn't go around just reading random dead people, deceased people. This is one of the reasons why I'm not going to do it for Susan Wajuki, I know I'm mispronouncing that. Yeah, I'm staying away from that. And what you can find that happens is that you can get spiritually attacked, right? You can be burdened, overburdened, and I've seen quite a few readers who are right there. They're constantly reading, reading, reading. And while they may have accurate readings, they have a lot of curses and bad spirits on them because they're reading people that they shouldn't be, and they're reading for clout. You shouldn't be doing readings for clout, right? Shouldn't be doing that. It's not a free for all like that. And it gets extremely frustrating, especially when you're dealing with other readers, which is why I'm very careful about who I associate myself with on this website. I do not associate, like, seriously, certain readers on here I don't want to be associated with. Certain readers on here I don't want to be in the same global sphere as them or the same network, because they're doing things unorthodox, and those things are very annoying and dangerous. And first of all, Jamila don't like to be in the war zone. That's not even what our spiritual journey is necessarily supposed to be about. I don't want to be in the war reality. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just constant war. Just that started getting on my spirit's nerves, which is why they lead me to do some of the work that I do. Because they're like, you, no, just all the time, every day fighting something. No, I'm not going to do it. I'd rather kick you out of my reality. You got to go. But there are some readers who, I'm not going to mention their name, they will read for somebody like a celebrity, and they're just exposing like the person that killed them. And then they wonder why they're being attacked. You think that you're not going to be spiritually attacked and flambéed by these people that you're exposing? But yet, instead of you actually dealing with the situation, which to me is to not read that situation at all, to me, mind your business and let the police do their job. Or either some of the readings will be inaccurate. Like, for example, somebody dies and your story is so and so killed them, or and it ain't even accurate half the time. You end up fighting a spiritual war every single day, and come to social media, and you're focused on trying to have fights with other witches and readers. The thing of it is about me is that I am not just a reader. I'm a healer and a shaman. And I don't want to be bothered with that. I don't want to be bothered at all. That's not even supposed to be a part of my spiritual journey. And I will not have it. I will not have it. Some of these people out here think they know what they're doing. They think they know about witchcraft. I know witches right now that can literally pull you in to their web and weave a damn web around you and poison you to death. I'm one of them. I got the power to do that. Not that I would want to. I'm too busy living life. And they can do that. And it's a lot of these people that are so focused on clout. They're so focused on other things, and they're just running their mouth. They got loose lips. They're being attacked trying to drag other people into it. I don't have anything to do with that. I don't have anything to do with your beef with, like, for example, when I came on here and I fussed at P. Diddy. Now, I didn't do a reading on P. Diddy. I'm not going to read P. Diddy. When I came on here and fussed at P. Diddy, I did spiritual protection for me and my family. You can't just come out here running your mouth about these people and think that you're not going to get spiritually attacked. This is the reason why I am very selective about who I hang around with. Because no, I'm not going to be absorbing or dealing with somebody else's spiritual attacks. And y'all probably already know who I'm talking about. Okay, I'm not going to have to mention this person's name, who insist on reading these celebrities. The fans of these celebrities are watching them. They may know spiritual work and start attacking you. Next thing you know, you being attacked from every damn direction. But yet you looking for a decoy. No, no. Clean up your own messes. Let me tell you something. There's going to be a day when I'm going to have a network of psychics and witches who are going to be working full time. They're going to do it safely and they're going to do it smart. There's no way that I would let that kind of chaos and confusion into my network. No. And I do have a network, even though it's small at the moment, it's smaller than what it should be. It's growing. We're not going to be doing things like that. That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. You're trying to commit death by psychism. And then let's not forget that people can find out where you live, and if they don't like what you say, I mean, there was a guy that was murdered because he wasn't even doing readings. He was just talking about that little girl that died in the freezer. And he was murdered. They gunned him down just for talking about it too much. Here's where I am. I don't connect with people like that. If you are a problem, you will get purged out of my hemisphere, period. And you can't get in. I will put 20, 30 layers, 20, 30 demons, millions of spirits around me and my loved ones to keep your butt out. I don't care. If you're an Aries, a Taurus, a Gemini, a Cancer, a Leo, a Virgo, a Libra, a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, I'm reading for you. I don't do death readings, and people that are doing those readings, clean up your own mess. Get the skeletons out of your closet. Quit crying to Jamila. Jamila don't have nothing to do with your problems, because you the one that got yourself in that situation. If y'all notice, the last reading that I did technically was on Gabby Petito. I did a reading on my godson. I call him my godson, which is the little boy that was murdered. I can't even think of his name right now. I ain't had my coffee yet. I'm so sorry. Y'all know who I'm talking about, though. He's probably reincarnated by now, probably. Also, last one I did was Gabby Petito. That was 2 years ago, if y'all notice. Now, I did do a reading on, I don't know why I can't remember names at the moment. It happens. I did do a reading on the young lady that had ran down those people over in Florida. I do things to stop from being spiritually attacked. Okay? I mean, it's not about fear. It's not about that. It's just that I don't like a bunch of chaos and ruckus and confusion in my life. I'm here to read for the people. I do enough work for people that have enemies that are slinging shit back and forth to them to where I don't care about that. It's not important to me to come on here and clout chase on celebrities and deceased people in the news. Now, I did talk about Susan because but I just spoke about it candidly. I'm not always reading. No. You will wear yourself out, you will tear yourself down. I know how to shut it off and shut it on because I have control over my spiritual gifts. And yeah, I did say that, but I mean, it's kind of obvious with the whole Susan thing. Like, it doesn't really take us a psychic reader to figure out that situation. Okay, some people would look at it just like, well, she just passed away of cancer. Okay, hey, I don't do that. Now, I'm gonna tell you one thing: the ones that I have done, I know how to protect myself. Don't even get it twisted. You do not want to get in a spiritual war with me because I am very protected in spite of what ignorant people try to make it look like. I can't stand that. That's illusion. And illusion can be important to pay attention to. However, at the end of the day, I'm not doing that. And I'm not dealing with somebody else's warfare. I'm not going to do it. And it's a lot of people that are looking for scapegoats and looking for sponges so that they can come on here and go blah 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 blah. That don't have nothing to do with me. That's see, if you're a smart reader, like some of the ones I hang around with, hey, we can kick it. I'm down with you. If you like this one person that I know, constantly got a bunch of crap going on, constantly got a bunch of spiritual warfare going on, and then at the end of the end of the day, is looking for decoys, sacrifices, so that so that this person can chase celebrity clout. Uh-uh. I don't even work that way anyway. And no, I ain't trying to get no TV show. I'm not trying to go into Hollywood. I ain't trying to take nobody's position. My position was created by the gods and spirits, and that's just what it is. You can't take my position. I don't want your position. Keep it moving. It's so many people on here doing celebrity readings that there are some like channel like people are and don't have an expectation for me to do celebrity readings. Don't have an expectation for me to come on here constantly trying to debunk another celebrity reader, or I'm not involved with that. And so I have been trying to revamp my social media for the focus to be on the zodiac signs. And that's it. I don't want nothing to do with that. And I don't have anything to do with it. Anybody involve me with their crap, I will burn them in the lake of fire. That's all it is to it. Everybody has the right to do it. Nobody in this world, it has their rights taken away from them to where they can't defend themselves. That's bullcrap. There's nobody out here that you know what I'm saying. So I think that when especially when it comes to social media, you mix that with being a psychic reader and spirit, that can be very annoying. I don't have time for that. It's just like I said last week. I did some work for a client. I had to do some serious necromancy work for 2 clients. And then you come in social media and you got people playing around, being foolish, being all over the place. See, I don't do stuff like that. And I'm also teaching. I teach serious classes in shamanism, necromancy, and alchemy. I don't have time for people that want to come on here and chase after celebrities. You want to chase after a celebrity? You want to come on here and expose somebody? You want to act like you're in the game Clue, and you want to expose people? You're gonna deal with your own mess 24/7. There's nobody like it's people on here trying to sacrifice people's families, people's kids, so they can come on here and run their damn mouth about people. Half the time they lying. But then again, a lot of times some of that stuff be truth. And then they get themselves involved in a spiritual war, and all of a sudden it's somebody else. No, you need to deal. I don't know what you're gonna do, make a peace offering or something. I have no idea. Jamila, her family, her children, have her life has nothing to do with that. For example, if you come on here and you're confronting the president, you know what I'm saying? When I spoke on Kamala Harris, guess what? I did protection. Some very, very powerful, the strongest of the strongest protection. Okay. And with levels to it, for real, for real. It's people that come on here, they just run their mouth, and the next thing you know, after they done ran their mouth about something riveting, next thing you know, they attacking Jamila. Why you attacking me? You just did a reading on so and so and so and so, and now they're attacking you, and you're trying to involve me? No. So y'all be careful out here with these people that's doing stuff like that. Hey, are you gonna make cool? Yeah, I'm not doing that. So if you are a common folk business professional, you can work at the laundromat, you can work at the grocery store, you can work in the corporate world, where what property management, real estate, whatever you do, and you're looking for a reader that does work for people, that would be me. I am not caught up in no celebrity hype. I don't care about that. And I've been cleaning that junk out. I don't want that junk anywhere near me, anywhere near my family, anywhere near my business. No. I don't have nothing to do with these people that are doing that. Okay? And I would highly suggest for any reader to take heed to what I am saying. If you're going to be out here doing that, be smart about it. Don't go around here being confused, because I am not a soldier in anybody else's war or army. I am my own. I don't have nothing to do with that. It seems like it's people out here that are like trying to collect people to be decoys. No, we don't. No, no. I'm a witch at the end of the day. I'm a witch. That's just it. Okay. Some of these people, all they care about is views and clout. They want to come on here. They want to tell people that they want to reveal that folks is gay or straight. They want to do all that controversial stuff. Clean up your own mess. And some of these people are doing it, and you ain't seen not one besom in they house. Hey, Adam. They don't know how to do nothing. They just know how to run their mouth and try to involve folk. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Triple darkness. I do not listen. Let me say this. Let me say this. I do not give a hill of beans about that drama in that group. I do not care. That stuff is dead to me. It's dead. It ain't never been alive to me. So I'm not even tripping off of that. I don't even think about that. Like you talking about stuff that I don't even think about. I'm not thinking about that. I really ain't. I'm not thinking about any of that mess. I don't care about any of the no drama, none of that. I don't care about it. All of that crap is purged from my life. If you try to come in to my reality with that drama, I'm gonna throw your ass out. And some of these people on here are frauds. I do want to say this real quick. I was just talking to somebody about that landlord situation that I had. Stop trying to chase clout to the point where you are trying to read and interpret and interfering with other people's spiritual missions. People are stupid. And y'all got to understand that just because somebody has a psychic gift doesn't mean that they're going to be responsible with it. Okay? Doesn't mean they're going to be ethical. Doesn't mean that they're going to make the right decision. Doesn't mean that they're going to properly protect you before, during, and after your readings with them. Doesn't mean that. There has been nobody that has ever came to me to get a reading or a spiritual work that can honestly say that anything that came from me went to them. Never. Never. Because I'm responsible with it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people really don't know what they're doing. When I realized that I was being attacked because of a reading I had did, I was like, no more. You can seriously get spiritually attacked. Sometimes you got to mind your business. See, I know how to mind my business. That pays me. If somebody comes to me and says, Jamila, I want a reading, I'm getting a reading from you, they're asking me to get in their business. They're giving me permission to get in their business. Okay, that's the difference than going around the internet, saying inflammatory things about people, exposing people, getting all up in people's business, and then you don't know how to deal with your own mess. I'm not cleaning up nobody else's messes no more. I'm sick of that. I've been an empath my entire life, and I've noticed that people just, oh, dump it all off on Jamila. No, you're not gonna dump nothing all off on me. I've noticed that people actually do that. People actually try to look at me like I was some damn scapegoat, and they're delusional. They're delusional. Okay, I'm just saying. But I don't want anything to do with that group. That group was somehow. I don't even care. I'm not. I don't even want to talk about that anymore. I don't want to be reminded of it. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about or to anybody having to do with any of the AKT drama house of Ratchetville. Ratchetville is what it used to be called, and then it got changed to the black fucking sector. I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing to do with Ratchetville. I don't want nothing to do with chaos and confusion, war. I don't want anything to do with that. That's not a part of my spiritual journey. I wake up every day. and see fields of lavender. I don't wake up every day to my, ooh, who I got to fight with today. No, I don't do that. I don't take it to bed with me at night. When I take a shower, I cleanse all of that off of me. Everything that I have to come to this website and deal with sometimes, I clear that crap off of me. I don't have nothing to do with that. And I don't want none. I don't want the smoke. I got my own smoke. I'm not looking for smoke from nobody. I don't need no smoke. People already know who I am. I don't need to reestablish myself, prove nothing, build nothing. I've already built it. I don't give a damn about nobody flagging my channel that don't have nothing to do with spirit. A YouTube channel flagging somebody views don't have nothing to do with money or spirit. Okay, just FYI. But back to what I was saying, a lot of these people on here, and you can't tell them nothing because they think they know it all. And some of them purposely do that. Some of them purposely got all that negative energy, got all that crap, and they will purposely try to scapegoat on another person. And that don't work with me because I'll remove your protection too. I don't care what your protection is, how protected you think you are. I can remove it, especially when you ain't right. Okay, so that's just what that is. So, you know, yeah, it's gonna be some people that are going to get shocks of their lives. That's all I gotta say, because they've been so delusional. And mainly it's the ones that need to mind their own business and stop trying to be involved with spiritual shit that has nothing to do with you. That's just like years ago. I, this person was reading me and her reading was inaccurate. It was totally inaccurate. But she still, and it's going to be inaccurate. If you read me, it's going to be inaccurate. You're not going to get a accurate reading on me, obviously, right? Um, but she did try to channel me. And at the time, I was having a past life regression, which I've been having the past few days, actually, because Mercury's in retrograde. Hello. I don't think these people are all the way tapped in. You know, the occult, spiritualism, witchcraft is almost like a deep blue sea. And a lot of these people barely getting their toe wet. But she was doing that reading and she was like, something's wrong with her throat. And at the time, I was having some stuff going on with my throat because my throat was healing. Why would you do like some of these people? They really don't know. You're not supposed to be doing that. Then when they get deemed, they want to go and start more war with people. And that's why spirit don't guide them people. That's why spirit don't help them people for real. Okay. That's why they always keeping up a bunch of crap in social media. Okay, I know that we all enjoyed the Wizard of Oz, but let's keep it a bug. Witches in real life do not need flying monkeys. They don't need agents. I absolutely think that Taylor Swift is a witch, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it, Adam. I'm digging it. Yeah, I sure do. In fact, Taylor Swift eerily looks like Anton LaVey's daughter. Like they're almost like a copy of each other. It's pretty amazing. I've been wanting to come on here and talk more about Anton LaVey, who is basically like one of my inspirations. Like he's, I love some Anton LaVey. Why? He was a Satanist. Of course I love him. I know there's some people that are filled with hate in their heart and they think that they know what love is, but they don't. I personally love Anton LaVey. Now, I wanted to read a book though about what's the other one's name? I can't even remember his name. The one they called the Beast. But yeah, man, like it's and I know that it's like a ploy to try to make witchcraft look like it's all about hell and war and stuff like. No, it's not. And it's quite annoying having to deal with people that are like that. Witches are not always filled with hell that they're ready to. Witches are actually very happy and balanced people. We're some of the most well balanced people and grounded people around. So social media, I'm breaking the modes. All modes are broken. Not breaking, it's broken. And yes, I am what some would consider to be a sage. Doesn't mean I'm somebody's damn sponge. That's what a narcissist would do. Oh, everything that's wrong has got to be this one person. I'm going to put it all off on this one person. I would be a complete idiot and a loser if I thought that way. Right now, I'm in spiritual battle with several people, several major people right now that I'm dealing with. And I've spoken about it, about my mother's property. I've spoken about that. So have the trolls. They've given their interpretation, the nosy ass trolls. But yeah, but the only place you got the truth was from me. I've spoken about that. This conversation that I'm having, that I'm about to end because I'm about to get out of here and drink some iced coffee, is not an open invitation to respond. It's me saying, shut up and mind your own business and go the other way. Go handle your business before you have none. I'm tired of this crap with these unorthodox, undisciplined, feral readers out here. There's a few of them. And you know what? Oh my God. That's just like people that claim that they work with Santa Muerta, but yet they don't know what they're doing. They still have a bunch of bad spirits around them and in them, right? Somebody coming in social media talking crazy to you is not a bad spirit on you, right? That's not a curse. That's somebody turning on their camera and talking crazy to you. I'm talking about people that do these readings. They open up these doorways in these gateways. They don't know how to close them. They're just open to it. They're reading, they're interpreting spirit, but yet somehow they've got a bunch of bad spirits that are obviously attacking them, because that's why they come out in social media and attack other readers. It's such a it, and I don't want nothing to do with that particular network of people. I don't have nothing to do with your network. And you don't have nothing to do with mine. There's no connection. There's no tie. The cords are cut. No. Okay. That's like, and a lot of people that have been watching from behind the scenes know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, and that's why I was saying, I don't know, I do rune readings, and I was doing some rune readings on a few of these people. And y'all know when the rune is positioned in a certain position, that can mean bad spiritual counsel. There are a lot of people that are not being properly guided in the spiritual community. I am not one of them. I guide myself. My recent issues with the landlord have nothing to do with misguidance. It had everything to do with fate. Not going to get into it. People need to back off. People need to shut their mouths and tend to them ravens and skeletons in their closets. Now, when you say that, they get angry and they'll come back and start cursing and screaming at you. I told you to stay away from me. You're going to argue with me about that? You ain't running nothing. I'm running me. I'm running me and mine. How you going to get mad because somebody's setting boundaries for themselves? Wow. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of craziness like that. But yeah, that's the reason why I don't read those cases anymore. The police, detectives, they actually have psychic abilities. Sometimes the police go to psychics to get help with cases. I don't work with the police. The police don't come to me and be like, Jamila, can you read this case for me? No, I don't even do stuff like that. And I don't think any of these people do either. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all, that's pretty much it. I'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Blessings to y'all. Bye bye.